Hello everyone, my name is Joy and you are welcome to Learning with Joy. In today's lesson, we are looking at phrasal verbs that help us talk about feelings, that is phrasal verbs for emotions. The first phrasal verb for emotion is to cheer up. To cheer up. To cheer up means to become happier or to make someone feel less sad. Examples: Alice was feeling down, so Jake brought her some ice cream to cheer her up. Listening to my favorite music always helps me cheer up when I'm stressed. The second phrasal verb for emotion is to light up. To light up. If someone lights up, it means they suddenly look happy or excited. The past tense of light up is to lit up. Examples: the children's faces lit up as they saw the birthday cake. Peter always lights up when he receives a surprise gift. The next phrasal verb for emotion is to crack up. To crack up. To crack up means to suddenly laugh a lot or to make someone suddenly laugh a lot. Examples: the way he mimicked the teacher made the whole class crack up. To mimic someone means to copy the way in which a particular person usually speaks and moves, usually to make people laugh. We were supposed to be serious, but his silly face made me crack up. The next phrasal verb for emotion is to break down. To break down. To break down means to lose control of your feelings and start crying. Examples: she broke down in tears after hearing the bad news. Despite his tough looks, he broke down when his dog passed away. To tear up is our next phrasal verb for emotions. To tear up. To tear up means to have tears in your eyes, so that you almost start to cry because you are experiencing strong emotions. Examples: she teared up reading the letter from her best friend. He couldn't help but tear up when he received the award. Our next phrasal verb is to choke up. To choke up. To choke up means to become unable to speak or almost begin to cry because of sadness or strong emotion. Examples: she choked up when she saw her wedding dress for the first time. During his farewell party, he tried to thank everyone, but he was too choked up to speak. The next phrasal verb for emotion is to freak out. To freak out. To freak out means to become extremely scared, anxious, excited, or surprised. It can be used for both positive and negative emotions. Positive emotions will be to be excited and surprised, while the negative emotions will be to be afraid and anxious. Examples: she freaked out when she saw a huge spider in her room. Freak out here means fear. The little girl freaked out when she met her favorite celebrity. Freak out here means excitement. My parents freaked out when they saw my new tattoo. Freak out here means surprise. To lash out is our next phrasal verb for emotion. To lash out. To lash out means to suddenly express anger or frustration, often by yelling or to be physically aggressive. Examples: the coach lashed out at the players for not trying hard enough. She was feeling hot and lashed out at her brother for no reason. To blow up is our next phrasal verb for emotion. To blow up. When someone blows up, they suddenly become very angry and lose control. They start to shout or react aggressively due to frustration or irritation. Examples: he blew up when he found out his phone was stolen. Peter blew up at his brother for messing up his room. To chicken out is our next phrasal verb for emotion. To chicken out. To chicken out means to lose courage and decide not to do something because of fear. It is often used when someone backs out of a challenge or risky situation. Examples: he was going to ride the roller coaster but chickened out at the last minute. She wanted to give a speech, but she chickened out when she saw the crowd. To bottle up is our next phrasal verb for emotion. To bottle up. Bottle up is when a person refuses to talk about things that make them sad, worried, or angry. They don't share their feelings and they keep it hidden. Examples: she bottled up her anger for months before finally speaking out. He bottled up his sadness after the breakup and pretended to be fine. Our next phrasal verb for emotion is to shake up. To shake up. Shake up is when someone feels shocked and upset because of an unpleasant experience. Examples: the accident really shook him up and he couldn't stop thinking about it. The scary movie shook her up so much that she couldn't sleep. Our next phrasal verb for emotion is to stress out. To stress out. To stress out means to feel very anxious or worried. Examples: he has been stressing out over his job interview all week. She stressed out so much about the wedding that she forgot to enjoy it. To open up is our next phrasal verb for emotions. To open up. To open up means to talk more about your feelings, thoughts, or personal experiences with someone, especially after being reserved. Now, reserved people do not often talk about their feelings or show their feelings or thoughts. Examples: it took a while, but he finally opened up about his struggles. He opened up about his past during our deep conversation.